Hi everybody, I'm going to show you how to toggle the state of a button when it's clicked, and to also show and hide an object that is associated with that clicking action as well. So I'll first demonstrate what I'm talking about here. This is a previewed project, and you'll see that I have this show button showing. When I click it, a star will be displayed on the screen, and then when I click hide, the star will be hidden. And I can do that indefinitely. So there isn't really an easy way to do that in Captivate without using variables and advanced actions. So I'm going to show you how those work and what my workflow looks like for triggering all of that. So first thing that I'll need to do is make sure that I have a button that has multiple states. So you can see here that I have a normal and off state that have different colors and different text. And then I just have a simple object here. In this case, because I want the default when this slide is opened, I want the default to be that this star is hidden. I will make sure that when the slide on enter, hide the star. So the next thing I'll do is I'm going to create and define a variable. So the way I'll do that is I'll go to Project Variables, and I'll create a new variable. This is a user-defined variable. You'll need to give it a name. You'll need to add it. I've already done that here. I've created a variable called on or off. And then importantly, you'll need to set the value to start out as 1. That will come into play during our advanced action. So close that dialog box, then click your button and go to Actions, on success. So when this button is clicked, execute advanced actions. So you'll need to select that from the drop down here. There's a lot of options, but execute advanced action, and then there won't be any options when you start out, so you'll need to create an advanced action by clicking this icon here or going up to Project Advanced Actions. So you'll need to start, when you start out, you'll say conditional action. You'll give your action a name, so you can type in whatever name is going to make sense for you here. And then in these boxes here are where you'll define a set of variables and actions associated with those variables. So I've already created my action here. I've called it show star. And you'll see all of the parameters that I've set here. So when you first start this, you'll need to select from a drop-down between variable and literal. If you click variable, that will allow you to choose what variable to include. And if you click literal, there will be a numeric option or alphanumeric option. So first I'll select variable, and then it will allow me to select the variable that I've defined earlier. In this case it was on or off. And then instead of selecting variable on this side, I'll select literal and I'll enter 0. So that's my kind of conditional if statement here. Then down here you have two areas. You have an else. So there's this if section or this else section. So if this condition is true, then these actions will be run. If this condition is not true, then these actions will be run. So if you just copy exactly what I've written for your project, you should get the same outcome. So I've said this action hide the star, change the state of the on-off button to normal. That's the default green show state. And then toggle the variable on or off. Now this will toggle whatever the variable was before, so it will change the numeric value from a 0 to a 1 or a 1 to a 0. And then in the else statement here I have show the star, change the state of the on-off button to off, and then again toggle on or off. So basically each time this code is run, the variable will be changed from a 0 to a 1 and then back to a 0, and then that allows these different actions to change the states of the state and of the button and to show or hide the object. So make sure you save it down here. I can just say update action if I've already been working on it, and then close it. So now, once we make sure that we have this correctly toggled, so we're executing this show star action, and then make sure that we have infinite attempts selected. That way that we can kind of continue to toggle it on and off. So I have everything set here, and now when I preview my project, I should get everything that I set up for. So show, hide, show, hide.